Well, this is Rod, Appraiser Broker, and we're taking a look at homes for sale that are new on the Utah market. And we'll take a look here at utahforeclosures.com. And this is pretty unusual, but there's a foreclosure right there in Wallsburg, another one in Provo, another one in Salt Lake. And but boy, seeing a foreclosure in Wallsburg, that's a highly desirable place for a lot of people, but not a lot of foreclosures there usually. It looks like this one has come on the market recently. It's got 3,500 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3/4 of an acre, and it's only, what, 13 years old, built in 2006. Now, this is a bank-owned property. It's been on the market for just a few weeks. It looks like 21 days. Now, not everyone is looking at moving up to Wallsburg. That's south of Heber. And boy, what a beautiful place. And if you take a look at the map here, you can see where this is. And you click on the map and then you go to the satellite view. It gives you an idea. Now this obviously shows, a dry time of year, but these Google Maps are not always up to date. But you can see the areas that are irrigated here. This will show you where Wallsburg sits. It's just up to the southeast of Deer Creek Reservoir. Here's Heber, and if you go a little bit further out, then you can see where Park City is right over here. So here's Park City. To the south of that is Heber, and then south of that, down along the reservoir and up this mountainous area. There's only a few hundred people up in the Wallsburg area, but boy, what a beautiful place if you want to get off the beaten path. It's just maybe 25 minutes or so down to Orem, and you can take the highways up into Salt Lake, and it probably takes close to an hour to get up to Salt Lake. But boy, that's an unusual find. And if we go back to the home page here, this is a new condominium that's recently been listed that was foreclosed on in Salt Lake City. And for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo, it's over 1,600, almost 1,700 square feet, built in 1975. And this property, again, it is bank owned. It is a foreclosure. If we look at the map here so you can see what part of this Salt Lake this is in, and we're going to look at the satellite view too. It looks like it's over by 2700 south, and it's below 1300 east. In fact, it's right down below Highland Drive. And that's a place a lot of people would like to be able to find something for sale that isn't extremely expensive. And you'll see these are other properties that are for sale in the area here. But that one just off Highland Drive might be worth taking a look at while that's available. Other properties here. Now this is another foreclosure that's over in the Mid-Vale area. Here's another property in Provo for $299,000. I don't know that is actually, it doesn't look to me like that's actually a property that is bank owned that's been foreclosed on. But if you take a look here and want to do a search, instead of just looking at the properties that are on the home page on Utah Foreclosures, you can do a search. You can find properties with any criteria that you want to be looking at. So let's say that you want to look in a particular area, and maybe you don't want to look at anything that's over, let's say, $300,000. Oops, let's take that all the way down to $300,000. And let's say, well, you've got to find something. Maybe you don't care that much about the square footage, and you're not looking for a great big 5,000 square foot home or something that's on an acre, but you do want your own lot. So let's say a minimum of 0.15 acres, and you don't want to waste your time maybe on short sales. So let's say no short sales. And now this is just in Heber. Let's get rid of that, and let's look in a place where maybe someone like yourself might want to look. So let's say you're going to look in Salt Lake County, and maybe you want to look down in the Murray area. So let's just click on Murray and see looks like there's 3 properties that meet that criteria right there. And maybe we want something a little bigger and say, well, we want to have something that's at least 1/4 of an acre. You click on that and that narrows it right down. There's a property there that's on 1/4 of an acre, in fact 0.29 acres. This is a home with 3 bedrooms. Now this is strange. I would guess that somebody goofed up on the listing there because it's not even showing that it has a bathroom. Can't imagine a house really without a bathroom, although I'm sure there are some that do exist out there. But let's go back to our search and let's just change the location there and see if we can't find something in an area that maybe is a little bit more, or let's say something more appealing with a bathroom. And if we look in Midvale, let's say we want to be able to go up to $350,000. And maybe we will take that lot size down so that we can find some homes that are in that price range. There's 12 of them. And let's take a look at what these are. So there's a home for $249,000. It's got 3 bedrooms. It's got a bathroom, 1,178 square feet on 0.16 acres, built back in 1907. Here's a tri-level. Now this one doesn't appear to have any covered parking. That's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,350 square feet on almost 1/5 of an acre for $275,000. So here's one. When it says a price change, then someone has lowered the price on that property. So they've lowered this one here in Midvale to $300,000. It's a nice brick home with a 1-car garage. Sits on a little over 1/5 of an acre, built back in 1953. Here's a home that appears to be a split entry. Looks like it's got a garage back there behind this carport. This is $309,000. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet on a small lot, 0.15 acres, but it's only $309,000. So there are other properties here. Here's a new listing in Midvale, 325, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, almost 3,000 square feet, 0.23 acres. Don't know how long that's been on the market, but I would imagine that that could end up going pretty quick. Let's click on that. Boy, look at those pretty red leaves. I don't know if that's a Japanese maple or a picture that was taken in the fall, or if those are blossoms. But boy, that sure is pretty. And this home, take a look here. Looks like it's got main level with almost 1,500, and that basement level, it's got another almost 1,500 square feet. And wow, looks like a looks like a very nice home, built in 1963. Well, that's a familiar year because I was born back in 1963. But anyway, you can click on that property and you can look through all these photos. Boy, looks like that home is well taken care of. And wow, what a beautiful place. That carpet, if that's carpet, reminds me of stuff that seniors might have in there. A lot of young families don't look like they'd have carpet in the kitchen, and that looked like carpet to me. But it certainly looks like a well taken care of home. Big backyard. Block fence, so that's very nice. Looks like a masonry home. And but anyhow, don't want to spend too long here, but you're welcome to use the Utah foreclosure site. Has virtually all the homes that are for sale in Utah, minus a few for sale by owners. It's not just foreclosures. A few years back, this was one of the most used real estate sites in the state. I'd like to believe it's still one of Utah's favorite real estate sites. Enjoy it. If you have any questions, this is me, Rod. You're welcome to call me anytime with any questions. Rod, Appraiser Broker. Have a wonderful day.